Good evening, everyone. Today we'll be talking about interview questions like we did in the last week. We are going to ask ourselves three important questions which are quite relevant if anyone is preparing for interviews regardless of jobs you're seeking for. So without losing any single second, let us directly go to the first questions, that is, how are you what are your strong and weaknesses? As a human being, we all have emotions, pride, happiness. These are natural features owned by a person. What do you call a person who never feels stress? Any guess from the audience? He is considered a dead, right? So even a children, the 4-year-old child, has time of grit, has time of sickness. The world is rotating. When the weather changes, it causes problems, usually to kids who are not able to adapt with the newest seasons as per the time. As such, I have my own unique features, include including both my weaknesses and my strength. To mention about weaknesses, I would firstly mention standpoint, clear standpoint. Why do I say that? Many of us are great in managing tasks. We are hardworking people. We earned lots of money, but we do not have clear standpoint. If I were to ask students sitting inside the classroom, they would presume me as asking questions to myself. If I were to raise these questions to the classroom, I think they won't respond. Not even 2 of 50 would answer the question because we don't have clear standpoint. That's the first point. And number two, comparing myself with others. This usually happens from higher secondary to college life. But now I somehow realize that we must walk based on what type of persons we are. For instance, taking an example of a student who studies properly at night. If someone better than him studies during daytime and always get in the top rank, the others should not emulate his behavior in adapting the new situation of studies. This new strategy will not work for him because he could study at night, the other people could study at daytime. In reality, we must understand what is our strength. And as I've told, my weakness is comparing myself with others. This usually breaks my strategy, it breaks my time, and I'm not consistent in following my own strategy, ruining months of hard work. So it's totally worthless. We must restrict in comparing ourselves with others. And talking about my weaknesses, talking about my strength, I would say. I love making friends. During higher secondary, while I got the opportunity to interact with classmates, I didn't do those things. I don't know why. Maybe there was some problems between my interactions with them. However, I now realize that I have to make friends with people around the world. So why do I keep this as my strength? Because I'm doing right now. So this has been turned out to be a strength of mine. And I love making friends with people. Secondly, atomic habits. Atom, in terms of definitions given by scientists, is the smallest particle on Earth. It cannot be destroyed further. I believe in atomic habits. While we are seeking for big results after working for a night, that will not happen. It will rather make us confused with our strategy. Consequently, we must understand, and it is my strength, to always bring about atomic habits while doing lots of tasks related to various circumstances. What is your opinion on climate change and its impact on India? Usually the rainy season usually starts from the southern part of India. The wind from Mediterranean Sea entered into Tamil Nadu. And for our understanding, Tamil Nadu is considered the entry point of the winter season. From there onwards, after entering into the territory of India, it spreads around the country. And now, this usually happens on December, October to February. As per Indian climate season, this has been under winter season, starting from October to February. This normally happens during these months and we don't encounter any problems. We can predict which month gives us rain, how are we to grow seeds, what time is for harvesting. Usually harvesting is done on the winter season because we don't get rain. The weather becomes cold but we don't get rain, so that moment becomes harvest season. Now, due to deforestation and climate change, weather become unpredictable. We don't expect rain on winter season, but now we encounter problems of rain while harvesting the crops we sow in the summer months. We're now getting rain during harvesting time. So this creates lots of problems. As the United Nations focuses on improving climate change, it is the responsibility of the country, India, to make itself as much as possible to contribute in improving the climate change, which has been a critical agenda to the United Nations. How do you manage stress and pressure? I was dumb when I first stand in front of the students. It happened in 2018. I was staying in the boarding while it was my time to deliver a speech in a fellowship, holding paper. By the way, I've written down all the important points I'd like to mention to these students, but still, I could not resist my confusion, my problems. However, as I often show up in front of the people, finally I gained improvement. And and now I'm confident to stand in front of the crowd. I don't scare how much people are present in the audience. That will not confuse me in delivering my speech. Whatever presentation I prepare, I'm ready to give as good as it should be. Now, talking about my strategy in managing stress and pressure, I would consider self awareness. Nobody understands when you stand on the stage. You clearly understand what's in your mind. What are you feeling? Your feeling starts appearing in your face. When your face looks different, when you are acting scared, people started discussing about you, that you're not confident enough to stand on the stage. People started loving you. And your nervousness will increase as you do not manage your stress. For this, I would suggest fake confidence. You must say to yourself, I'm the greatest, I'm the best, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to give any speech. This is the first point. And number two, your body movement. Standing like this and giving speech might be uncomfortable to you, so to audience. But when you start using your hands, legs, eye contact, it does not give you confidence, but also attract the audience who are sitting in front of you. So you must understand when to use, when to raise your hands, when to improve your eye contact. With this, you will overcome the problems of stress, nervousness, anxiety, and pressure. Thank you.